Oh my God, what is going on? What's happening, people? So yeah, let's do like a very kind of shortish walk and talk live stream today, because it was a very interesting day. I had a very interesting conversation with a stranger this morning. So my morning started with I got like a new obsession, right? So I bought a thing called Smash Ball. So if you go to a gym, you often see this ball that you basically lift over your head and then you smash it to the ground. It's a really, really cool workout. It's kind of like you work out the same kind of muscle groups as you would do if you did like a battle rope kind of thing. And I really love it. It's really good, like a stress reliever as well. And so I bought one, a 12 kilo, and then went to my local park to work out this morning. And then when I arrived, it was a beautiful morning, man. The sun is shining. It felt like spring. The birds were singing. I'm like, God damn, winter is nearly over. And then I saw this guy. Basically, it looked like he was punching a tennis ball that was just floating in front of his head. I was like, how is he doing that? So I walked over, started asking questions in it, as I always do. And basically, it's like if you're a boxer, it's a very, very good way to keep your rhythm going and just to basically, your coordination and all that kind of stuff. So I was like, oh, that looks really cool. Where did he get it from? And he told me that he bought it from AliExpress or something. And then he said, like, do you want to try? And I said, sure. So I tried to put it on my head. Unfortunately for my mom, I have a really big head, so it didn't fit me. But I'm going to track it down on Amazon and get it from there. But anyway, after all that conversation and stuff, we just got into talking about the state of the world here for some crazy reason. I don't know how we even ended up there, but we're just talking about what the world is like right now. And then he told me that he's actually very afraid. I was like, okay, what are you afraid of? Afraid of me? Or what the hell's going on? He said he has a grandchild, yeah? She's like 3 years old. Lovely, like beautiful, like 3-year-old. But he said that he's basically afraid for her future based on how the world is right now. And I was like, if he's thinking that, how many other parents or people are thinking the same? Because for him, I learned later on that this guy is 72 years old, man. But this guy looked like he was maybe 50. I couldn't believe it. And he was this young looking 72-year-old. It was an incredible achievement in itself, just the way that he looked and how active he was and everything. And it was insane. But he told me why he's the way that he is a little bit later. But I could see in his eyes here, he was genuinely afraid for the future of his three-year-old grandchild. And even for his kids right now. And the job market is completely finito. He was telling me, that one of his kids, obviously they went to uni, they studied and everything. And then when they came out, they got a job as a software freaking engineer. So before all this AI stuff here, a job as a software engineer was a very well-paid job. But unfortunately for this guy, he's just been let go, man. I can't believe it. He's been let go because companies are now utilizing AI to literally replace humans. That's crazy. This guy spent years at uni, accrued a whole heap of debt that he is supposed to pay back. But now, how is he going to pay that back without a job? How does that work? So it's kind of crazy. Like if you're at uni right now, when you come out of uni, your job prospects here look very, very dim indeed. And I don't know, how these AI companies here are releasing all this AI stuff. I'm not saying all AI is bad. And also, I know with these live streams here, we always end up talking about AI. But I feel like we've reached a stage now where what are humans supposed to do? Really, what are you supposed to do, if all the jobs that you've been working hard and training for are now being done by, AI? It's kind of crazy. So that just got me thinking all day today. And I was just thinking that, oh my gosh, because my background is like a web development, innit? But now you can literally build a fully fledged professional looking website in minutes using, wow, I'm getting mad overexposed, innit? This ain't focusing on me or what the hell's going on? Focus over here, bruh. Hey, Panasonic, you gotta fix your focusing, man. Bloody hell. So all this time, I was streaming all blurred and shit. What the hell, man? Anyway, so my background is web development and all that kind of stuff. But now that market is completely changed because AI does it a lot better, a lot faster, and a lot cheaper as well. So I don't know what we're supposed to do now as human beings, because if AI is going to replace all of us, what do we end up doing? And then basically, if no one's working, who is going to be using, basically, who's going to be paying for AI because he ain't got no money in the first place? There's that situation to think about. So I don't really know what's going to happen, but he was saying to me, like, the way that he keeps saying in the morning, because I asked him, like, bruh, you're 72 years old and you barely look like you just touched 50. He said to me, look, man, stress is the biggest killer in the world. I'll be honest with you, man. I've been stressed a lot lately. I ain't gonna lie, because a lot of things are happening that you seem to like have no control over. But at the same time, you gotta keep yourself afloat, man, because, you know, it's the way life is, isn't it? You're gonna get obstacles and stuff. But he says he tries to keep himself sane and not stress about things too much. And he exercises and he does a lot of stretching every day, every morning. He sees his grandchild and he tries to keep himself sane and basically active. And that is how he was able to maintain his youthfulness into his 70s. It's kind of crazy. He says he wakes up early every morning, comes out to make sure that he sees some light, gives thanks to God, he said. But he said not in the sense that he said that when he says God, it doesn't mean in the sense that you got some guy sitting on a chair in the sky. That's literally what he said. He said it's more about everything around you. He said a tree, touching some grass, or appreciating all that's around you, looking up into the sky, seeing the cloud, food that you eat, everything is energy, and you have to be in tune with energy. And he says that to him is what God actually means. It's vibration, it's energy. It's not some guy with a white beard sitting in the sky on a chair that you have to pray to or honor all that stuff. He said it's all about giving thanks for what you have. That's it, just keep it simple. I was like, damn, this guy, he was talking about atoms and stuff. He was like, you know what? Everything's made of atoms. Obviously, I know this, but I was just like, you know what? Let me listen to this guy. Let's see where he's going to go with this. You know, everything's made of atoms. Atoms vibrate. And that even all of us, we're all made of atoms. We also vibrate as well. And we need to be in sync, he said, with what is around us. All that's natural. All that is here for us to appreciate and enjoy. And then he said, unfortunately these days, most people walk around hunched over their phones, man. No one talks to each other. No one says hello to anyone. We're all glued to the screens of our phones, and he thinks it's freaking disgusting. He said that we are being disconnected from the God around us, and he hates this aspect of life right now. I was like, damn, because I was talking about the same thing on a live stream like here sometime back. And I see everywhere, man. When I'm driving, when I'm walking somewhere, I go to a restaurant, there's literally two people on a date, right? But before the food arrives, each of them are on the freaking phones. I'm like, what the hell is going on? You bring a beautiful girl to a date and you're not even talking to her. What's all that about? So it's really interesting that like the way that he looks at the world, and it's so there, you see it every single day. He's so plugged into reality that he tries everything he can to stay away from the screens. It was just interesting. Just a little brief conversation with a stranger in the park this morning, just because I asked this guy what the hell he was doing. It turned this mad conversation. But yeah, I tend to speak to random people a lot. And you always learn something new and interesting. And, you know, stress definitely is not a good thing. I know that now. But sometimes you can't help it, man. We live in a world where there's literally stress everywhere. And sometimes you're so stressed, you don't even realize that you're stressed. That's how crazy it is. Because if you've been stressed for so long, it becomes like your norm or like your median. And you don't know what it's like to not be stressed at all. I feel like that's how I've been feeling since 2019. It is kind of crazy, but yeah, sometimes you meet people that you're supposed to meet in that time and just have interesting conversations and stuff, and then you go your own separate ways, and then that's that. Actually, I missed one crucial part of this conversation. It turns out this guy was from Brazil. And I was saying like, you know what, one day I just want to go to Brazil and I'm going to Bahia. He's like, bro, I'm from Sao Paulo. I'm like, what? So he was saying his 3-year-old granddaughter is now, she's learning capoeira. And that's one of my favorite things that I want to do. I just want to like try and check out. That's why I want to go to Bahia. So we're just talking about Brazil. Asked me if I've been there before. I said no, but it's definitely on my list. He's like, bruh, go to Brazil. They will love you there, is what he said. So, yeah, and he was saying that things like, everywhere, in every country in the world, there are good things, there are bad things, just like here and just like in Brazil. Don't believe everything that you read. Sometimes see things with your own eyes and then make a decision. Coming from a 72-year-old. That was my random little conversation that I didn't think I was going to be having this morning before my workout. So instead of getting my usually I warm up before I start working out, I got my brain warmed up. Oh my days. So that was that. I forgot his name. So I don't know. But anyway, let me know what other interesting conversations you've had with a stranger that got you thinking about stuff. I always find interesting conversations with our older people because I figured they've lived a life already. They have a lot of experiences and stuff. They have like experiences that can pass over to someone like me who may learn from their experiences and stuff. So yeah, let me know if you had any interesting stories told to you by a stranger that you didn't expect on that particular day, like me today. Anyway, until next time, I'll see you on the next one. Bada bing, bada boom. Hey, how to end this thing?